This is the WJTS News. In the news tonight, coronavirus spike in DuBois County, executive order for mask mandate, new contender for DuBois Circuit Court judge. Also, Kirk Uksa will be in with sports. All this and more coming up on WJTS TV News. Good evening. I'm Jenna Schaffer with the news. The DuBois County Health Department is reporting one new COVID-19 related death and 28 additional cases. This brings the county's total to 514 positive cases and 11 deaths. Now, out of these 514 positive cases, only 299 are recovered so far. This means that they are out of isolation and are reporting as feeling well. Approximately 4,193 residents have been tested for the virus. And as always, remember to practice social distancing, wear a face mask, and wash your hands frequently with soap and water. Spencer County residents can get tested for COVID-19 for free next week. The Indiana State Department of Health will conduct free COVID-19 testing at the Spencer County Youth and Community Center, otherwise known as the 4-H Center. The site will be open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Tuesday, July 28th to Saturday, August 1st, and from Tuesday, August 4th to Saturday, August 8th. No appointment is necessary and masks are required. Anyone 13 years old and older can be tested regardless of insurance status, and you do not need to have symptoms to be tested. However, you will be advised to home quarantine until results are back if you are symptomatic. For more information, visit the Spencer County Emergency Management Agency Facebook page. Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb has officially signed an executive order mandating face masks statewide. This mask mandate officially goes into effect this Monday, July 27th. State and local health departments will be responsible for enforcing the mandate by educating the public about the importance of face coverings. This executive order does not require any criminal penalties. Governor Holcomb has used data to provide decisions since the state's first case of the novel coronavirus in early March. At this time, the state faces an increase in overall hospitalizations from approximately 600 a day near the end of June to approximately 800 now. The highest number of cases in a single day, with 1,011 Hoosiers reported positive today on Friday. A rise in COVID-19 positivity across the state from a low of 3.6 a month ago to nearly double that percentage now. Some counties, which early on had minimal positive cases in some instances, now are reporting regular double-digit positive cases. The executive order is in effect until at least August 26th. Local governments may impose more restrictive guidelines. So far, here are the most important. Public indoor spaces and commercial entities is where you need to wear a face mask. Also, while using public transportation or other vehicle services such as taxi or ride share. You need to wear them in outdoor public spaces when social distancing cannot be maintained. Now, exceptions to this mandate will be made for medical purposes, disabilities, exercising, and when eating and drinking. When school starts, masks will be required for third grade and above, as well as staff, faculty, volunteers, and anyone else in the schools. They are also required for all co-curricular and extracurricular activities, except for strenuous physical activity. The mask or other face covering can be factory made, hand sewn, or made out of household items like scarves, bandanas, or t-shirts. The Indiana Attorney General is arguing that the state's mandate is illegal. Republican Attorney General Curtis Hill believes that Governor Eric Holcomb overstepped his authority by issuing the mandate and says that only the legislature can make violations for a criminal offense. Hill issued an advisory opinion Wednesday night, just hours after Holcomb announced the mask order taking effect Monday to help slow the coronavirus spread. The opinion does not block the governor's action. Hill is on his way out of office after failing to win the Republican nomination for re-election, following allegations that he drunkenly groped 4 women. A local theme park will also be requiring masks. Masks will be required at Holiday World effective Monday, July 27th, following Governor Holcomb's Executive Order 2037, which requires the use of masks across the state of Indiana. Guests will be required to wear face coverings as they enter the gates and in any indoor spaces in the park, including roller coaster stations, gift shops, Pepsi Oasis, and restroom buildings. For full information and a list of locations where masks are required is available at holidayworld.com/2020 visit. Guests will not be required to wear their face coverings on any water rides or in the midways, as long as social distancing is possible. In accordance with guidance from Indiana, children 7 and under will not need to wear masks in the park, though they are strongly recommended for children ages 2 through 7. And exceptions will be made for those with medical conditions. Face masks will be available for $1, but guests are strongly encouraged to bring their own face coverings. A former DuBois County prosecuting attorney is entering the race for circuit court judge. Kevin Kraus made the announcement on Thursday afternoon. Kraus grew up helping out in his grandparents' store in Hayesville and on the family farm. After graduating from Northeast DuBois High School as salutatorian in 1980, he went on to pursue a bachelor's degree from Indiana University. He later received a law degree from the Indiana University School of Law in Indianapolis. Kraus then returned to DuBois County and opened his own law practice. He practiced law in Jasper until being elected prosecuting attorney in 2010 and has since stepped down from that position. To learn more about Kraus's accomplishments, visit our website, WJTS.tv. Jasper Community Arts are making changes for live performances due to COVID-19. Keeping the health and safety of staff, patrons, and artists in mind, Jasper Community Arts are now doing the following. They are reducing seating capacity to ensure social distancing, requiring no contact temperature checks for artists, staff, and patrons, requiring masks until patrons reach their seats, opening doors 1 hour before each performance to eliminate waiting in the lobby, displaying hand sanitizing stations in public areas, asking patrons to self-monitor and to stay home if they are not feeling well. A self-screening questionnaire can be found on JCA's website. These policies are in line with emerging industry best practices and have been created with input from the DuBois County Health Department, the DC Event Task Force, and the Event Safety Alliance. As the situation continues to evolve, these and other policies are subject to change. To provide as much flexibility as possible to patrons, JCA is changing its ticketing policy. All series subscribers from the 2019-2020 season will have their subscription status and seats carried over to the 2021-2022 season. Performances during the 2020-2021 season will be announced individually throughout the season. Tickets to performances during the 2020-2021 season will be sold exclusively over the phone by calling 812-482-3070 due to the unique seating arrangements implemented. At-door ticket purchases will not be available. Tickets will be honored for the new date for any performance rescheduled due to COVID-19. If you are unable to attend on the rescheduled date, please call the box office to discuss available options. Jasper Community Arts appreciates the public's cooperation and understanding. If you have any questions, you can contact the box office by calling 812-482-3070 Monday through Friday between 8:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. A new report shows more deaths at Indiana nursing homes than initially reported. The new information collected by state health officials shows 128 more deaths than previously reported by facilities. Those figures released Wednesday increased such COVID-19 deaths to at least 1,390 residents through July 14th, making up nearly half of the state's coronavirus deaths since mid-March. Meanwhile, Indianapolis officials announced Thursday that bars and nightclubs in the city will be closed starting Friday, in a reversal they said was prompted by a jump in COVID-19 cases among those younger than 40 years old. And we'll take a look at your weather forecast when we come back on 18 WJTS.